Hi, I'm Pete Gallivan. This week on News to Celebrate, we are sharing some feel-good stories from right here in Western New York. The Buffalo Bills Fan of the Year is showing what true team spirit looks like, and neighbors stepping up to help others during the government shutdown. Plus, local volunteers planting trees to make our community greener and stronger. Join us as we celebrate what makes Western New York such a special place.
High above the Broadway Fillmore neighborhood.
If the clocks are functioning, the bells are ringing, it tells the community that something is going on here.
Time passes inside Corpus Christi Church. And while most of us might not notice, Martin Ederer,
Everyone kind of understands, these are my clocks.
Works to make sure the hands of time keep ticking.
Somebody's got to keep this stuff up, because if nobody does, then we lose it.
This is kind of the important time of the year to keep everything oiled up.
For more than 20 years, he's cared for this treasure.
It's our history, it's our heritage.
He knows every gear.
It's that little motor over there that drives everything.
And exactly when to change the hands twice a year.
Usually what you need to do with these is kind of get them in the sweet spot and hope it sticks, and then go to the other tower and change that clock.
Winding back time.
Just have to pull a pin and spin the hands back an hour.
Because it's not just about keeping time. It's about making every second count.
We'll keep it going as long as we can, and hopefully that will be a long time.
And we have a special treat. This lifelong Bills fan is being honored for turning her team spirit into community impact. Therese Fortin-Barnes has cheered for the Bills for more than 6 decades now, and she is officially the team's 2025 Fan of the Year. There she is finding out, and here she is now on Most Buffalo. Therese Fortin-Barnes is in studio with us.
Uh-oh, I'm getting teary-eyed.
What was that like? Patty and Thurman Thomas came to surprise you.
Yeah.
And were you really surprised?
Shocked.
What happened?
Shocked, absolutely shocked. And I thought I was going to collapse, actually.
When you saw them walk into Stitch Buffalo, did you know why they might be there?
No, so they told me I was going there for a surprise party for one of the women that make all the hats. She speaks very little English, so they knew for weeks. And they said, every time you come in here, we were like, don't say anything. But they pulled it off, and I was supposed to be there at 11 o'clock, and I was stuck on my computer, and they're like, when are you coming? Because they had probably 10 people from the Bills there filming and everything. So, and then I was really late, and Dawn texted me and said, whoa, the Buffalo Bills just arrived, their camera crew, because they want some B-roll for the game. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go. So I ran out the door. I didn't think it was that big of a deal that I missed the actual surprise. I had to get this done. And then they're like, well, do you mind if we mic you for the surprise? And I'm like, sure. So I had my present in my hand, which was actually this oversized necklace I gave Kong. And Patty, and they're like, let's sing happy birthday now. And Patty and Thurman come walking out with the cake, and they're singing happy birthday. And then I saw Patty was holding up the jersey.
And then something.
And then and I've known Patty and Thurman for 35 years or so. So it was just really special.
It sounds like the perfect way that they could have told you.
Absolutely, 100%. And especially at Stitch, because having all of the refugees there that have helped me through the past 3-4 years, and having that staff there was just so meaningful.
You're wearing your Water Buffalo hat, and explain
that they
a little
gave
bit.
me.
Yeah.
They brought the patch in, and they had Muna make it that morning. That was their idea, to do a special Fan of the Year Water Buffalo hat.
And the seamstresses at Stitch sew these.
Yes.
And
these are all
where do they tell us a little bit about the effort over the last couple of years with these hats?
Yeah, so these are all the deluxe hats that are made at Stitch. It started out with just a blue hat, and then as things progressed, someone would say, can I get a red one? Can I get a white one? Can I get a red, white, and blue print horn? And it just has progressed over the years. These 2 hats here are the cold front hats. Someone wanted cold front hats, so we developed that. We just did a Wyoming hat, a brown hat for Josh's college. So they have made thousands and thousands of these hats, and they have changed their lives. They'll tell you that every time you go in there, that these hats have changed their lives, that they've really helped them succeed here in Buffalo and financially succeed too. So it's really warming to know that what I created really helped make them lifelong Buffalonians now and put them in the community and made them Bills fans. That's the funnest part.
And it's helped elevate your fandom.
Yeah,
And now you are the fan of the year, and you
that's
get
true.
to go to the Super Bowl this year
Yes.
as part of your prize. So tell
Yes.
everyone about what's to come.
Yeah, so this is the 5th year. I'm the first female one from Buffalo. And they give you a full paid trip to the Super Bowl, 2 tickets, of course, and they take you to all these events and things in San Francisco. And it's going to be, what I'm being told is it's a lifetime trip that you will never experience again from some of the past recipients like Elvis and Del Reed.
And of course, this just makes you root for them even more this year, right? Because you want them to be there.
Yes.
Not
I
to put
can't
too
even
much
imagine it.
pressure on.
I can't even imagine
I
being
know.
there as a fan. And we go on the field and everything too. So I'm just happy that I can represent our team and show what what I've done in the community, not only at Stitch and what I've given back to the community, because that's what I've done my whole life. But really, Stitch is our #1 charity right now.
Anything else special that you're doing with the hats or with Stitch in honor of the Fan of the Year, or anything in the works? I know you always have something in the works, but anything else?
Yeah, always something in the works. I'm just taking it. It's been a week, not even a week that it's been announced. So we had a huge tailgate party yesterday, and it was a big celebration of me being honored by it. So it's just making it real to me right now. I still feel like it's like a little like, did that happen?
You're still coming off the high.
Still coming off the high.
Well, the
yeah.
Bills are undefeated since you were named Fan of the Year.
Yes, that's
let's
right.
keep
I
it
like
rolling.
that. That's right.
And I'm sure you'll just be wearing that jersey nonstop around town, right? So people can come up and.
Jersey hat at certain occasions, not all the time. I got to make sure I keep it. We were the mustard and ketchup people.
Oh, well, you have to clean.
I was noticing I had a little mustard on me.
It's to be expected.
Yeah,
Yes.
whatever I can do in the community as a fan for 2025, I will be there for it.
All right. Well, we can't wait to hear more of the story, and we hope that you're there. We know you'll be there, but we hope you'll be cheering on the Bills.
Thank you, and thanks for having me on.
Thank you for coming on and telling us
Always.
a little bit more about the story behind the moment. Therese Barnes is the Buffalo Bills Fan of the Year. There was another O'Shea Children's Hospital hat that Josh Allen wore at the game over the weekend. Take a look at this.
First of all, I want to shout out Carson making this hat. I did not wear it on the walk-in today. I did not see it in my locker. Hand up. I take accountability for that, but got it on now. So thanks, Carson.
Still got it in.
He
Love it.
did.
And in Bills news, Josh Allen is continuing his season-long tradition of wearing custom New Era caps designed by patients from O'Shea Children's Hospital. This week's hat was created by 7-year-old Carson, who we're told overcame serious health complications and relearned how to walk. The signed cap will be auctioned off with the money going to the Patricia Allen Fund at O'Shea.
We are celebrating, I guess, an anniversary of the of sorts here at the new BFLO store. I don't. Should I say new?
Yeah. Well, it's new build out, but we've been in the mall for 9 years, so it's an exciting time because we now have a permanent home here at the Walden Gallery.
Nathan Moreau's the owner. It started with a kiosk.
It did,
Tell
and
the
that
story.
was about 13 years ago, about this time, about November.
Wow.
And it was an exciting time because I was going to school, actually, at Buff State, and I just had this idea to start just with some Buffalo-themed items, just photography, some snow globes, mugs, and it really ballooned because there wasn't a lot of places at the time that sold Buffalo gear, and so it wasn't even the Bills stuff yet.
Yeah,
but
this
then,
was before the Bills got hot.
Right, and then obviously now it's Bills fever, but we have, the store looks like a Bills store now, but it depends on the time of year. We bring in things and we always keep it fresh, so a lot of the items here are new, exclusive items, and fast forward 10, 12 years later, we're the official retailer of Buffalo Bills.
Well, the Walden Gallery store is doing okay?
It's doing great, and honestly, after COVID, it's really had a new life of sorts, really, in the mall, and it's become Buffalo's, I think, really their main mall here in the region.
I'm happy to see people walking around and shopping.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's different now, obviously, like you said earlier, with the online shopping and all those things, but people want the experience. They want to come out, try stuff on, see what's new, and it's really encouraging to see people engage with the merchandise and love just the store and just love Buffalo.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that people are buying, even if they're not a Bills fan, they're buying, like, you have a home decor and they're shipping stuff to fellow West 716ers that are outside of the market.
Yeah, and a lot of people also coming in from out of town. You know,
Yeah.
we've really become one of the stops. You know, of course, you got to get your wings when you come in town, maybe go to the falls, and then you got to go to the BFLO store. We've got something for everyone, from young to old, everyone in between. And, you know, whether it's apparel, gifts, and all those things. And really, with the holidays coming up, too, great time of year to shop. A lot of new product coming out almost every day.
Here, McKinley Boulevard?
Yep,
Still?
and then obviously right over at Transit as well.
The
So
big-
that's the
is that
the
still the
big
biggest one? Yeah,
it is, the flagship.
What's the website?
BFLOshop.com. You can still order everything from there as well. There's curbside pickup options at our Transit flagship store as well.
Good luck to you, man.
Thank you, Kevin.
There you
Great to
go.
see
There
you.
you go. It's the newest location, a permanent home now at the Walden Galleria. On your side in Cheektowaga, I'm Kevin O'Neill, Channel 2 News.
Well, there is a big boost for early childhood literacy in Western New York. The New York State Library has awarded Read to Succeed Buffalo a $49,000 grant to expand Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. The program recently relaunched in Erie County and mails free books to children from birth to age 5. Read to Succeed says the funding will help serve more than 5,000 kids. Erie County has invested more than $6.2 million in its parks this year, funded in part by the American Rescue Plan. The money helped complete capital projects at Isleview, Went Beach, Seneca Bluffs, and Willowdale parks. County officials say the investments will help make the spaces more accessible and enjoyable for years to come.
These enhancements that we've put into the parks are just giving that experience even better to all the people, whether they're coming to use them in any way that they recreate. All 10,000 of our acres are seeing a little piece of the pie of this huge investment, and that's definitely getting people to come out to the parks.
County officials say remaining projects will be finished this fall as long as the weather cooperates.
Well, M&T Bank kicked off its Fall Community Impact Week today. More than 2,300 M&T employees are going to spend this week volunteering across Western New York, taking part in projects ranging from community cleanups to their very small construction jobs and winter kindness kits. Today, volunteers helped the Buffalo Olmsted Parks Conservancy prepare the Japanese garden for winter time, clearing tree limbs and leaves to help preserve the garden.
We know that in our community, we need to make sure that we're all there for each other, providing support, providing help, and making sure that our communities are thriving.
Yeah, throughout the week, M&T employees will support 20 local nonprofits, including the Buffalo City Mission, Hearts for the Homeless, and the Tool Life. Volunteers helped plant trees on Military Road off the 190 in the town of Niagara today. Now, the event was put on by the New York Power Authority, highlighted the importance of sustainability and energy conservation. They also say that these trees here will also help with important environmental factors like rain and water retention.
So help with some of that rainwater runoff. You know, a lot of times we're looking at this from an energy perspective. Don't think that really applies to here, but from an energy perspective, shading plays a huge role to help kind of reduce some of the energy burden, especially if you're planting around buildings, homes, and whatnot. Definitely keeps them cooler if you could provide some shading opportunities.
15 native trees were planted in total.
For the first time, 1,000 young lake sturgeon have been released into Cattaraugus Creek. The DEC says this is the first step of a 25-year plan to restore the once thriving sturgeon population. The fish will grow in Lake Erie before returning to the creek to spawn, which is a key step in rebuilding the species in local waters. Historically, the state's largest freshwater fish had 19 spawning populations. Today, it has just 2.
You know, some people rushing the season. Okay, that's fine. 60,000 Western New Yorkers can't be wrong. There were between 60 and 65,000 that came here last year. This 4-day shopping extravaganza, multiple buildings here at the Hamburg Fairgrounds. It is Christmas in the country. It's back. And a first-timer, Alton Clark. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You brace yourself. You ready to go?
All set.
Tell me about your booth.
I'm an impressionist landscape artist, except I'm using glass instead of oil or acrylic to create my landscapes.
I've seen landscapes before. I've seen beautiful stained glass before, but not like this. You've combined them.
Yes, I have. I don't think any other stained glass artist is doing what I do.
It's kind of transport people. You can kind of get lost in one of these.
Yes, it's one of my favorite moments is when people walk into the booth and they go, "That's my place. You captured my place."
Neat. That's fantastic. What's your favorite part of your job?
The glass.
What do you mean?
The glass has characteristics, personality, texture, color, and so I look for glass that reminds me of something I've seen in nature and then try to combine those to create an effect.
Well, you are an artist. You're a fascinating guy. You can meet a lot of wonderful people here. Like my new friend here, Patricia Talbot, Patty O'Reilly. Don't let her fair appearance and beauty fool you. She's actually a tough Irish woman from Chicago. But you smell amazing.
Thank you.
And
why do I smell amazing?
Because of your outstanding perfumes now. For 20 years you've been selling these, and they're like award-winning and they're beloved.
Well, I do have to say I've been selling them for 7 years.
Oh, okay.
But my original fragrance I created for myself 20 years ago, and that's why I created my fragrance line, because women and men 20 years ago were chasing me through hockey rinks, grocery stores, and saying, "What are you wearing?" So
something that you created.
So something I created for myself because I couldn't find a fragrance I liked. And I realized why I couldn't find a fragrance
Right.
that I liked was because they were all too strong. The alcohol just gave some of us headaches, so I just removed the alcohol and made calm, fresh fragrance oils.
And the Seor means free.
free.
Thank you thanks for making this a better smelling event.
You're so
absolutely
welcome.
wonderful. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Like 60,000
Have
people.
a sensational holiday
Oh,
season.
very, very nice. Yeah, we'll get it started here with Christmas in the Country, a 4-day event. It's on through Sunday. The website for more information is wnypremierpromotions.com. On your side in Hamburg, I'm Kevin O'Neill, Channel 2 News.
Students here at St. Mary's School for the Deaf in Buffalo are casting their ballots in the election. This year, students voted in a mock Buffalo mayoral race with candidates Sean Ryan, James Gardner, and Michael Gaynor, all visiting campus to meet with students.
I teach the most wonderful students in the world, and being able to show them off to adults and politicians in the area is one of my favorite things.
The longtime tradition, now in its 173rd year, gave students a hands-on lesson in civic engagement and the importance of voting.
And in the meantime, Western New Yorkers are finding ways to help. Today, Community Bank presented a big check to the West Seneca Community Food Pantry. More than $7,000 will help feed our neighbors in need.
We use the money generally to buy produce so that our community has fresh produce every time they come. We also use it to purchase necessary equipment. We purchased a freezer because we needed more freezer space. We have a donation coming in of 100 turkeys, so it was really important to have all that freezer space. We buy meat when we need it. Of course, we get grant money from Feedmore. We're able to get grants, but sometimes they're only offering certain things, and we want to make sure we round out the other items that are needed.
And the food pantry says this is one of the biggest donations they have ever received.
The Cattaraugus County Bank is launching its annual food drive to help restock the shelves of local food pantries and also to support families in need across the region. From now through December 1st, all CCB branches will serve as drop-off locations for non-perishable food items like canned goods, pasta, cereal, and peanut butter. For every item donated, CCB will also contribute $1 to a local food pantry. And New York's annual holiday drive is kicking off, collecting food, toys, coats, and school supplies for all the families in need here in Western New York. Donations can be dropped off at the Electric Tower or at 95 Perry Street in Buffalo. The drive runs through December 5th with food items to be distributed before Thanksgiving.
With snowy weather just around the corner, some volunteers focused on a little winter kindness today. Employees packed nearly 4,000 kits filled with cold weather essentials like hats, gloves, and hand warmers. These so-called winter kindness kits will be distributed to local human service groups to help families in need.
There are so many different ways that our community needs our help, whether it be through supporting organizations, through our upcoming winter warmth campaign, donating items, donating time, to every little bit counts.
It's all part of M&T Bank's Fall Community Impact Week.
And hundreds of employees from Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and M&T Bank are rolling up their sleeves to help save lives. The two companies teamed up with the American Red Cross for a community blood drive at Seneca 1 aimed at strengthening the local blood supply.
We see every single day people, whether it's through a traumatic situation like a car accident or whether they need a transfusion after a surgery. There's many, many situations where someone would need a blood transfusion and need blood, and it's a critical time. It happens very quickly, and having a supply and reserve of blood on hand to provide people that very needed healthcare service is vitally important.
Cosmic baseball taking over Salem Field on July 3rd. It's a glow-in-the-dark spin on America's favorite pastime, bringing baseball and partying under the same roof. Yeah, imagine a rave with a baseball game in the middle of it. Two on Your Side spoke with the creator yesterday to learn more about where he got the idea.
The concept started was, how do we create an environment that fans feel like they can be a part of, right? So you watch a baseball game, you enjoy what happens, everything that goes on in the field, but how do we allow our fans to feel like they're part of the atmosphere? So what we started with was like, hey, if we install black lights into the stadium, maybe they can glow, their jerseys can glow, their hats can glow, they can cheer, they can rave and party with it.
Yeah, if you're interested in buying tickets, you can enter the Cosmic Ticket Lottery. We have all the details on our website, WGRZ.com.
It's absolutely worth the trip from Buffalo for the day, and you combine it with other great attractions in the Chautauqua County as well. And I'm always focusing on what's new. I haven't been here in a year, and guess what? There are all new things. But even the permanent things, we're talking about this off the air, Megan. Hi, how are you? You work here. You're still seeing new things.
Yeah, the nature of the Comedy Center is a museum, but we want to kind of flip the script on what a museum is. Highly immersive, highly engaging.
Mhm.
Every guest is going to create a sense of humor profile that's going to allow you to interact with the exhibits, and they're going to tailor the content to you. So there's always new stuff to see.
How big? How big is this place?
The square footage is 37,000 square feet.
People
Yeah, more than 50 exhibits.
Spend all day here and just laugh your butt off.
You really can.
Okay, let's talk about what's new. Saturday Night Live. There's a whole section dedicated to sketch and improv. There's a whole section dedicated to Saturday Night Live. And what's new now? Well, one of your board members, Nate Bergazzi, donated something.
Yes. So we're kind of behind us here and around us. We're in the Sketch and Improv Gallery. And on this wall over here, we have an installation of cue cards from the viral Washington's Dream sketch. Nate Bargatze kindly donated these cue cards, which we've installed, and then everyone gets to laugh and enjoy the Washington's Dream sketch.
Okay, so another comedy icon being celebrated, and this her methods behind her madness it's amazing.
Yes, the legendary Joan Rivers, who had kept all her jokes, nearly 70,000 jokes, in a joke file, which we unveiled this past August. So everything about Joan, from her days hosting, guest hosting The Tonight Show, to being on the Ed Sullivan Show, over 7 decades of jokes.
Yeah, you see her in black and white, and her right to the end, just being hysterical too.
Yeah.
Holidays are coming. Great place to bring the family, I think.
Absolutely. This is great for kids. It's just a lot of fun for the entire family.
Yeah, and it is safe to walk around, by the way. They have a separate blue room for the more adult words that I can't say on television. But it's an outstanding visit. Again, worth the trip from Buffalo if you just want to spend the whole day here, or certainly combine it with other Southern Chautauqua attractions. On Your Side in Jamestown, I'm Kevin O'Neill, Channel 2 News.
Good news, great people. That's what we celebrate on Channel 2. Thanks for joining us.